Have you ever woken up and felt like the world was already pulling at you from every direction? Notifications buzzing, thoughts racing, obligations waiting. Imagine instead opening your eyes to a dawn so silent and clear that you feel as though life itself is giving you a fresh canvas, untouched by yesterday's worries. In Buddhism, the first hour of your morning isn't just another block of time. It is the sacred doorway through which your entire day enters. It is said that if you master your mornings, you master your mind. And if you master your mind, you master your life. Think about it. If your day begins in chaos, that chaos echoes through each moment ahead. But if your morning begins with stillness and clarity, that peace becomes the silent undercurrent guiding everything you do. For centuries, Buddhist monks have embraced dawn not merely to rise early, but to align themselves with life's deepest truths before the noise of the world begins. Because the way you rise is the way you live. Today, I will share with you 7 powerful morning rituals rooted in timeless Buddhist wisdom. These practices are simple, yet they carry within them the power to transform not just your mornings, but your entire existence. So stay with me till the end, because these rituals might just reveal the hidden doorway to a life lived with greater peace, focus, and unshakable inner strength. And there's a bonus practice waiting for you at the end, one that even many lifelong practitioners overlook, but it holds the power to transform each dawn into a moment of quiet awakening. So, let's dive into the first practice. Lesson 1. Begin with the breath of life. Before your eyes open fully, there is a quiet moment, a space untouched by thoughts of yesterday or worries of tomorrow. In Buddhism, this moment is seen as sacred, a chance to reconnect with your truest self before the noise of the world begins. Imagine waking up tomorrow and, instead of immediately checking your phone or letting your mind rush into plans and worries, you pause and simply breathe. Feel the air gently entering your nose, filling your chest, and leaving your body in a soft wave. This breath is not just oxygen, it is life itself greeting you, reminding you that you are here now. There is an old Zen teaching of a student who asked his master, "How can I find unshakable peace?" The master replied, "Each morning, before your thoughts awaken, take 3 deep breaths as though you are meeting life for the first time." At first, the student did not understand, but as he practiced, he noticed that his mind felt calm and steady, no matter how busy the day became. Those 3 simple breaths became his shield against chaos. Modern life often steals this sacred pause. We wake and immediately dive into emails, news, and endless demands. But in Buddhist practice, the breath is considered an anchor, the one constant that can always return us to the present, where true peace resides. Here is how you can begin this practice. As soon as you wake, remain lying down or sit comfortably in your bed. Close your eyes again and take 3 long, slow breaths. Feel the cool air entering, notice it filling your lungs and belly, and gently leaving your body. With each inhale, silently say to yourself, "I awaken with calm." With each exhale, say, "I release all tension." This simple ritual sets the tone for your entire day. Instead of being carried away by scattered thoughts, you ground yourself in stillness and intention. Consider Daniel, who used to wake feeling as though the world was already demanding more than he could give. His days began with stress before his feet even touched the ground. But when he began starting his mornings with 3 conscious breaths, something shifted. He felt rooted and clear. Tasks still waited for him, but he approached them with quiet focus instead of anxiety. Soon this calm presence shaped not just his mornings, but his entire life. In Buddhist thought, the breath is your most faithful companion. It asks nothing of you, but gives everything: awareness, peace, and presence. When your day begins with this sense of quiet strength, you carry it into every conversation, every challenge, every choice ahead. So tomorrow, before you rise, before you think, before you move, just breathe. Breathe as if the dawn itself is flowing through you. Because in that breath lies the power to begin again, each and every day. Lesson 2. Begin your day with the light of gratitude. After finding calm through your breath, the next step to awakening your inner peace is to cultivate gratitude. In Buddhism, gratitude is not an occasional thankfulness reserved for special moments. It is a lens through which we see the world, a way of walking through life with an open and content heart. Imagine waking tomorrow and, instead of thinking about what you lack or what problems await you, your first thoughts are of what you already hold, the warmth of your blanket, the softness of morning light, the miracle of your beating heart. There is an old Buddhist teaching about a disciple who approached the Buddha saying, "Master, I have everything I need, yet I still feel empty." The Buddha looked at him with quiet compassion and replied, "Your emptiness does not come from what you lack, but from your blindness to what is already before you. Begin each morning by seeing 3 blessings in your life. Only then will your heart realize it was never empty." Gratitude is not simply about feeling good. It is a practice that transforms the mind from restlessness to contentment, from scarcity to abundance. When you start your day with appreciation, you build an inner foundation that is strong enough to face whatever challenges arise. Here is how you can integrate this practice into your morning. Once you have taken your mindful breaths, remain seated or lying down. Close your eyes softly and reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. They need not be grand or dramatic. Perhaps it is the quietness of dawn before the world awakens, the memory of a kind conversation yesterday, or simply the fact that you are alive to witness another sunrise. If you wish to deepen this ritual, write these 3 blessings in a small journal beside your bed. Writing transforms fleeting thoughts into seeds planted firmly within your consciousness, seeds that will blossom throughout your day. Modern science now affirms what Buddhist wisdom has long taught, that consistent gratitude practice improves sleep, lowers stress hormones, and nurtures emotional balance. Each grateful thought becomes like a candle, lighting up the dim corners of your mind with warmth and clarity. Consider Emma, who once woke each morning burdened by anxiety about work and life's pressures. Her mind would immediately spiral into worries. Then she made a small change. Each morning, before touching her phone or thinking about her to-do list, she named 3 simple things she felt grateful for. At first, it felt forced, but within weeks, her focus shifted. Instead of feeling weighed down by what was missing, her mind awoke to the quiet blessings that were always there. This shift gave her resilience and hope, even during difficult days. In Buddhism, gratitude is deeply linked with the truth of impermanence. When we realize that nothing lasts forever, neither pain nor beauty, we learn to cherish what is here right now. As the Buddha taught, health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, trust the greatest relationship. To extend this practice even further, silently send gratitude to someone in your life. Think of a person who has shown you kindness, taught you something important, or simply walked beside you during a difficult time. Close your eyes and send them silent thanks. You may never speak these words aloud, but the energy of appreciation will gently transform your own heart. Gratitude is not merely a morning ritual. It is a way of living that turns each ordinary day into something quietly sacred. Tomorrow morning, before the demands of life rise to meet you, pause and ask yourself, what in this moment is already enough? Allow your day to begin with the light of appreciation, and you will find that everything ahead feels lighter too. Lesson 3. Awaken your body with mindful movement. Once you have grounded your mind in stillness and opened your heart with gratitude, there is another sacred part of your morning that awaits your attention, your body. In Buddhist practice, the body is not merely a tool to carry us through life. It is a temple, a reflection of our inner state, and a gateway to deeper awareness. The Buddha once told his disciples, "When you walk, just walk. When you sit, Just sit, but above all, be fully present in each. One disciple asked, "Master, if sitting brings stillness, why walk mindfully?" The Buddha smiled and said, "Because true awareness is not limited to stillness. It moves with you, breath by breath, step by step. Mindful movement is about infusing presence into every gesture. It is not about achieving perfect poses or pushing the body to its limits. It is about moving with intention, feeling each part of yourself come alive, and bridging the space between thought and action." Here is how you can weave this practice into your mornings. After your breathing and gratitude rituals, spend 5 to 10 minutes moving your body gently. You might roll out your yoga mat and stretch slowly, allowing your muscles to awaken without force. You might stand and roll your shoulders back, feeling the tension melt away. Or you might step outside for a quiet walk under the early sky, feeling the earth firm beneath your feet and the cool breeze brush against your skin. With each movement, bring your attention fully to the sensations within your body. Notice how your chest rises with your breath, how your arms extend with each stretch, how your steps fall rhythmically upon the ground. This practice transforms ordinary movement into a living meditation. Modern science now supports what Buddhist practitioners have known for centuries. Even a short period of mindful movement each day lowers stress, improves blood circulation, strengthens brain health, and calms the nervous system. Studies show that practices like yoga and Tai Chi not only enhance physical flexibility, but also ease symptoms of anxiety and bring emotional clarity. There is a story of Aaron, a businessman, who spent his mornings in hurried preparation, often feeling exhausted before his day had truly begun. After attending a silent retreat, he learned about mindful movement. At first, he doubted its relevance to his busy life. But one morning, he tried it. He stood in his living room, took a deep breath, and stretched his arms slowly towards the ceiling. For the first time in years, he felt his own presence within his body. Each day, he added a few gentle stretches before work. Soon, his mornings felt grounded, his mind clearer, and his stress more manageable. His body no longer felt like an afterthought, but an ally in his life's journey. Here is a simple exercise you can begin with tomorrow. Stand tall wherever you are. Inhale slowly, feeling your spine lengthen. As you exhale, let your shoulders soften and relax. Now, raise your arms gently above your head, feeling the stretch across your sides and ribs. Pause here for a few breaths, noticing the sensation of openness. As you lower your arms, bring your awareness to the ease and warmth flowing through your body. Remember, mindful movement does not need to be elaborate to be powerful. Each gentle motion becomes a way to honor your body and strengthen the connection between your inner and outer worlds. So tomorrow, once you have calmed your mind with breath and brightened your heart with gratitude, awaken your body with mindful movement. Let each stretch and step be a quiet reminder that you are here, alive, and ready to greet the day with clarity and grace. Lesson 4. Set your morning intention like lighting a lamp. Each dawn arrives carrying the quiet promise of a new beginning. In Buddhist thought, the morning is like an unpainted canvas, waiting for the brushstrokes of your mind. Without clear intention, however, your day can easily become a series of reactions, moving from one demand to another, losing yourself in the noise and forgetting what truly matters. After you have calmed your breath, opened your heart with gratitude, and awakened your body through mindful movement, take a moment to turn inward and ask yourself, how do I want to move through this day? Instead of immediately thinking about your responsibilities or task lists, shift your focus to the qualities you wish to embody. Perhaps you wish to carry gentleness in your words, patience in your actions, or clarity in your decisions. Setting an intention is not about planning what you will do, but choosing how you will be. In Buddhism, this practice reflects the principle of right intention, part of the Noble Eightfold Path. Right intention guides us to act from a place of mindfulness, goodwill, and wisdom, rather than from fear, anger, or confusion. You don't need elaborate affirmations. A simple phrase is enough to realign your mind and heart. You might silently say, "Today I choose to act with kindness," or "I will remain steady and calm no matter what arises." Speak it within yourself or write it in a small morning journal. What matters is that your words come from sincerity and reflect how you want to show up in the world. There is a story about a young monk who asked his teacher, "How can I walk the path without being lost?" The teacher handed him a small lantern and said, "Light this each morning with your intention. No matter how dark the road becomes, its flame will guide you home to yourself." Consider Maya, an accountant who began each day feeling burdened by stress and deadlines. Her mornings were filled with mental chaos, leaving her drained before she even arrived at work. One day, she began a simple ritual of intention. Each morning, after her breathing and gratitude practices, she closed her eyes and repeated, "Today, I will carry calmness within me." Slowly, her life transformed. Tasks still waited. Challenges still came, but her presence remained rooted in that morning promise. Modern neuroscience supports this ancient practice. When you set a clear intention, you activate your brain's reticular activating system, a mechanism that filters information to focus on what aligns with your chosen purpose. It helps you tune out distractions and remain anchored in what truly matters to you. Here is how to begin. Close your eyes softly. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. Ask yourself, what energy or quality will guide me today? Perhaps it is patience, compassion, focus, or joy. Let this word or phrase settle gently in your mind, like a stone resting at the bottom of a still pond. Whenever the noise of the day threatens to pull you away, return to this intention and find your center again. Starting tomorrow, after your breath, gratitude, and movement practices, spend a brief moment forming your intention. Speak it silently, write it down, or hold it in your heart. In doing so, you light a lamp within yourself, one that will illuminate your path with clarity, peace, and purpose. Lesson 5. Awaken compassion within your morning. After grounding your mind with breath, opening your heart with gratitude, awakening your body through mindful movement, and setting your intention for the day, there is one more sacred seed to plant each morning: compassion. In Buddhism, compassion is not just a feeling of pity for others' suffering. It is a deep, courageous wish for all beings to be free from pain, combined with the willingness to act with kindness. Compassion is the recognition that we all walk this earth carrying burdens unseen, hopes unspoken, and wounds unhealed. There is an ancient story about the Buddha walking through a village. A man consumed by anger ran up to him, shouting insults and spitting at his feet. The Buddha simply looked at him with calm eyes and said, "Thank you for your gift, but I have nothing here for it to land upon." The man, confused, asked what he meant. The Buddha replied, "When anger is given but not received, it remains with the giver." That gentle response, free from judgment or retaliation, shattered the man's rage and planted in him a seed of transformation. Compassion does not mean allowing harm or ignoring injustice. It means responding to life with understanding rather than hatred, with patience rather than reactivity. And it begins within us each morning we wake. Here is how you can integrate compassion into your morning ritual. After your previous practices, sit quietly for a few minutes. Close your eyes and bring to mind someone you care for deeply, a friend, family member, or mentor. Inwardly, offer them a silent wish. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you find peace. Then, expand this circle to someone neutral, perhaps a neighbor or a colleague you rarely speak to. Offer them the same wishes, gently and sincerely. Finally, bring into this circle someone you struggle with or hold tension towards. This step may feel challenging, but it softens the tightness around your heart. Offer them the same silent wish. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you find peace. And before you end, include yourself. Breathe in and silently say, may I be safe. May I be healthy. May I find peace. In Buddhist teachings, this practice is known as loving-kindness meditation. It is one of the 4 immeasurable qualities, alongside compassion, empathetic joy, and equanimity, boundless states of heart and mind that, when cultivated, free us from fear and bring harmony into our lives. Science now confirms what these ancient teachings reveal. Compassion practices increase oxytocin, the hormone that nurtures bonding and emotional warmth. They reduce anxiety, deepen resilience, and strengthen our sense of purpose. When we move through the day with compassion, we relate to others not as obstacles, but as fellow travelers in this vast and mysterious journey of life. Consider Samuel, an emergency room doctor who spent years waking with dread, bracing himself for endless suffering and stress. Then he began starting his mornings with a short compassion practice. Before leaving home, he would close his eyes and offer silent wishes of safety and peace to his patients, his colleagues, and finally, himself. In just a few weeks, he noticed a change. His work remained intense, but his heart felt steadier. Compassion became the anchor that kept him grounded amidst chaos. Tomorrow, as you move through your morning, remember this. Compassion is not an extra step. It is the path itself. When you begin your day by sending kindness outward and inward, you carry within you a quiet strength that transforms how you walk, speak, and live. You become a source of peace in a world that is often starved for gentleness. Conclusion. As you move through each of these morning practices, from your first conscious breath to your final mindful bite, remember this. Life is not something to rush through. Each dawn is an invitation to return to yourself, to awaken not just your body, but your spirit. These small rituals may seem simple, but their power lies in their quiet consistency. Over time, they will transform how you greet the world each day, with calmness in your mind, compassion in your heart, and clarity in your purpose. Imagine what your life would feel like if every morning began this way, rooted in peace, grounded in gratitude, and alive with presence. If these teachings resonated with you today, and if you wish to continue walking this path of mindful living and Buddhist wisdom, make sure to subscribe to our channel now. Tap the bell icon so you never miss these powerful lessons that can guide you towards a life of deeper peace and meaning. And share this video with someone you care about. You never know. This might be the teaching they've been waiting for to begin their own journey inward. Thank you for sharing your time here today. Until we meet again, may your mornings be calm, your days be purposeful, and your heart remain open to the silent beauty of each moment.